Welcome to Spiritual Calisthenics. Christ is in our midst. On June 26th, we remember St. David the Righteous of Thessalonika, as well as the appearance of the icon of our Most Holy Lady the Theotokos of Tikhvin. Regarding St. David the Righteous of Thessalonika, St. David, who was from Thessalonica, lived a most holy and ascetical life. For some years he took up his dwelling in the branches of an almond tree, exposed to all the elements and extremes of the weather. He reposed in peace during the reign of St. Justinian the Great in the 6th century. The image of God was faithfully preserved in you, O Father, for you took up the cross and followed Christ. By your actions you taught us to look beyond the flesh, for it passes, rather to be concerned about the soul which is immortal. Wherefore, holy David, your soul rejoices with the angels. Regarding the appearance of the icon of our Most Holy Lady the Theotokos of Tikhvin, according to tradition, his icon was painted by St. Luke the Evangelist. It was formerly situated in the famous church of Lacherni in Constantinople. In 1383, it appeared upon the waters of Lake Ladoga, whence it traveled miraculous through the air to the city of Tikhvin. There it remained by the river Tikhvinka, and a monastery was built to shelter the icon. In 1613-14, this monastery miraculously withstood the many attacks of the Swedish invaders. In the early 20th century, it was brought to America and was returned to Russia in 2004. The holy icon is renowned for a great many miracles wrought through it by the All-Holy Mother of God, especially for the healing of children. Today, your most venerable icon, O Lady, has shone in heaven upon us like a most brilliant sun, enlightening the world with rays of mercy, which great Russia and America receive from on high, most reverently as a divine gift, and they glorify you, O Mother of God, as the Queen of all, and joyfully magnify Christ our God, who was born of you. Pray to Christ our Lady, Queen of Theotokos, that he keep all Christians unharmed by all assaults of the enemy, and that he may save them that venerate his divine image, and your pure icon with faith, O Virgin who knew not wedlock.
St. Paul's letter to the Romans. Brethren, lest you be wise in your own conceit, I want you to understand this mystery. A hardening has come upon part of Israel, until the full number of Gentiles come in, and so all Israel will be saved. As it is written, the deliverer will come from Zion. He will banish ungodliness from Jacob, and this will be my covenant with them, when I take away their sin. As regards the gospel, they are enemies of God, for your sake. But as regards election, they are beloved for the sake of their forefathers. For the gifts and the call of God are irrevocable, just as you were once disobedient to God, but now have received mercy because of their disobedience. So they have now been disobedient, in order that by the mercy shown to you, they also may receive mercy. For God has consigned all men to disobedience, that he may have mercy upon all. Oh, the depth of the riches and wisdom and knowledge of God! How unsearchable are his judgments, and how inscrutable his ways! For who has known the mind of the Lord? Or who has been his counselor? Or who has given a gift to him that he might be repaid? From him, and through him, and to him are all things. To him be the glory forever. Amen. This is showing us that all who have fallen have the potential to come back. All have the potential to be redeemed. From the Gospel according to St. Matthew. At that time, Jesus went through the grain field on the Sabbath. His disciples were hungry, and they began to pluck heads of grain and to eat. But when the Pharisees saw it, they said to him, Look, your disciples are doing what is not lawful to do on the Sabbath. In other words, they are working. So by plucking heads of grain and eating them, they're technically harvesting grain. He said to them, Have you not read what David did when he was hungry, and those who were with him? How he entered the house of God and ate the bread of the presence, which is not lawful for him to eat, nor for those who are with him, but only for the priests. Or have you not read in the law how on the Sabbath the priests in the temple profane the Sabbath and are guiltless. I tell you, something greater than the temple is here. And if you had known what this means, I desire mercy and not sacrifice, you would not have condemned the guiltless. Son of Man is Lord of the Sabbath. In other words, they are being legalistic in their interpretation of the Sabbath, day of rest, whereas Christ is the Lord of the Sabbath. He is the one who brings us actual rest. So he points out the hypocrisy, because all hold King David in high regard, and how even the priests are not innocent.
I hope that you've enjoyed today's spiritual calisthenics. Have a blessed and wonderful day.